Let's try this again. Good morning, everybody. That's Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today's date is Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. I do want to remind everybody that today's just not going to be that great of a day. I know we see the market moving out, but, you know, being the day before a holiday, it can just be pretty blah. And then, of course, tomorrow we are completely closed up. The market's completely closed up. Thursday, I believe the market's open half day. I'll be here for a few minutes in the morning, but I'm pretty much not going to be here Friday most of the day. So, and then we kick it off and we'll hit it hard Monday morning. Do expect emails. I will be sending out some emails over the weekend. I will have time to do that. Actually, probably a little sanity break in the office would do me good, actually. And also, I want to remind everybody that we've had kind of an email issue, some people not receiving them. And I want to let you know that I sent an email out last night to you, and the title was VZ, PFE, and Baidu, okay? VZ, PFE, and Baidu. So please check your junk mail. If you did not receive it, telling me in the chat will do zero good, so please don't tell me that. The problem is your email provider is not liking our email, and we've got to do massaging in there to make them like it. We can't keep doing it over and over and over, but we can get it done one time, but we may have to revisit or visit your provider and have them make some changes if you would like to receive those emails. Okay, let's get going here. We can clearly see that the SPY wants to be bullish today, can't we? I mean, at least this morning. Amazing, truly amazing on how the bulls have just taken control of this market. T2123 is in the overbought area. Now, for some folks, that makes your knees just kind of shake, rattle, and roll. It makes you ill, makes you think, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end. And for some folks, you look at this, you welcome it with open arms, and if it gets close to you, you just want to kiss the devil out of it, because I love it when we're in the overbought area. I have proved over and over and over to myself, going back through my records, that I make far more money when we're in the overbought area, or the so-called overbought area. That is generally what people call it, overbought. Please ask me why they call it that way. I don't know, or call it that. I have no idea. When it's up here, in my opinion, baby, the trend is running. That's what I think. When it's down here, well, darling, I'm afraid the trend is down. So I make more money up here. So this here is shake, rattle, and roll for me. For some folks, your knees are about to bend and you're about to throw up and get sick because you feel the market is about to die. Every trader is different. Every trader's got to have their own little rules. Okay, let's move on. Honestly, I've been sitting here in the office, no kidding, since 4:30 my time this morning. I woke up working in the background. I just turned everything on, for the room. So if you guys have any charts you want to take a look at, please, please, please share them out there, because I really don't have anything right now. Let's look at CLX that Joe put up. Thank you, Joe. Look at that beautiful trend right here, right? You know, I'm going to add, for fun, stochastics, and this will kind of share what I was talking about a little earlier. I love it when stochastics is overbought. Years ago, when I was not making money, this made me weak in the knees, made my knees shake, made my groin hurt, for Christ's sake. Made me want to throw up because I thought, oh boy, I better get out of every stock under the sun, because this chart, if the market was up here, we're about to roll over and get bearish. There is a strategy for trading that. Don't get me wrong. There is a strategy. It's not strategy I use. I look at Clorox, I see a beautiful trend. The day I woke up and realized that price and the trend is the only thing you need to worry about was the day I started making money. That was clarity beyond belief right there. Trend and price. It's all you need. Look at that. That's a beautiful chart. Who cares if it's overbought? It's the trend we're going to trade. So here's what we've got now. I'm going to get rid of all that. What we've got now, it's a matter of having a plan for that trend. This is a rounded bottom breakout. So the rounded bottom breakout strategy is price over that 50 period moving average. We're looking for price to move in the target of the 200 period moving average. So right up here. This, by the way, is going to be the strategy session today at 10, 11:45, 11:30. Let's try this again. At 11:30 Eastern today, there will be a strategy session on the rounded bottom breakout. If this is for members and trial members, there are no non-members that will be here. So if you can hear my voice, just stay right here. If you pick this up later, if you're a member at 10:30, 11:30 Eastern, it will be recorded. So don't worry if you can't make it. Okay. So anyway, Joe, I think that's a beautiful chart. The trend is rallying. It looks like we're headed up to the 200. 2 thumbs up. Love it. Flagging it. Thank you. Earnings in February. Nice. Let's see. Good morning, Joe. Let's see. Chuck, fast. Fast. Look at fast. Look at fast over here in the overbought area. What does that mean to you? Does that mean fear? Or does that mean rock, rattle, and roll? Rock, rattle, and roll. There it is. Rock, rattle, and roll. Look at the trend. The trend will remain a trend until it's no longer a trend. It's real simple. The train will stay on the tracks until it's not on the tracks. Exactly. And it can be, you guys have all heard that overbought and oversold can outlast you and your money by far. That is the truth. I do believe that. An overbought condition can outlast you big time because it has no emotions. Oversold can outlast you. But the trend, you can see the trend. You don't need this crutch. There's the trend. Beautiful chart. Flagging that one. Thank you. So on Fastenal here, we ultimately you want that breakout. I'm going to peek at the weekly here, and we can see the weekly has another top up here that we ought to pay attention to because it's going to need to get through that before we can break out. Okay. Now on the weekly chart, let's look at the daily real quick. No, I'm going to do this on the weekly chart. What I'm going to do is go grab one of my tools over here. It's called Fibonacci projection. These are not Fibonacci numbers. They are quadrant numbers. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from these lows here to this high to this low, and that gives me some possible target areas, some possible skyhooks for you. Now we know that this line is the top. Back a bit. That one can't move. That one stays right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one right underneath it. I'm going to come over here and we're going to put one up there. And we're going to call that good. We're going to get rid of this. And there's some target areas for you on Fastenal. Thank you again. That was a nice chart. Appreciate it. What else do we have here? MGM. MGM. Yeah, I know some of those Vegas stocks are setting up. MGM, excellent. This is not a rounded bottom breakout, but it has some of the characteristics of a rounded bottom breakout. We have a very nice trend here. Let's get rid of that thing. Let's put up that line right there. We have a very nice trend here. This is how I'm going to draw the trend because I want to. We can talk about why after the market opens. We've got a nice pullback to the T-line. Very nice 3-8 trap, possible 3-8 trap entry in here. Target is still going to be the 200 period moving average because I trade in boxes. And boxes, for me, I use moving averages. In those boxes, I use support and resistance as well. Okay, so I use moving averages and I use support and resistance. In this case, I'm going to use the moving average because we're in a designated a designated profit pattern here. And also, if I look to the left, there's no real resistance line that is different from the 200 period moving average here. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. When we break out there, or if we break out there, I guess, the next line I would look for is about this 48.50 up here. Looking good. Whoops, we're about to open up. No, we're not. Geez, scared me there. Okay, TMF. You know what? I'm going to make sure I have this flagged. There we go. TMF. TMF is another nice one here. Well, you guys are liking the rounded bottom breakouts, and I love them. Right now, there's a ton of them because that's what the market is giving us. So I really think we ought to pay attention to them. TMF is moving up. So look at that trend. Look how overbought we are. Who cares how overbought we are? Follow the trend. Trend is king. Price is king. They're both kings. One's a queen, one's a king, and we all know who really the king is, right? I'll just leave that as an open statement. That's looking terrific. Trend moving up. Nice sideways move here. Again, the target direction is always going to be the 200. Here's the dotted deuce. That is target direction as well. Now, there's enough space in here. We could probably come up here and find some price action that might give us reason to maybe think about a target. So about 560 up here, maybe. 610. Almost 7. What else do we have up here? Let's see. SOUN. There we go. Yeah, a little $2 chart. We need those sometimes. Here, look at that low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. That's what trends are made of right there. That's the muscle in a trend. Again, I'm going to draw my trend line like this. After the market opens up, if anyone has any questions, I'll explain. First target. Darn it, there we go. I'm always going to draw from the trend indicator. It just makes everything the same. It doesn't mean that I'm going to buy it there. It doesn't mean I'm going to wait for that. All I'm doing is using the trend indicator always as my bottom line. My target will be up here at the 200. From these lows, it's 30% up. So obviously, if I was to buy it right now, I would not make 30% on the stock. But I think you'd make a lot of money. Here we go. Let's see what it would be. It'd be about 19-20%. So that's looking pretty good. Nice chart right in there. Thank you very much. Please let us know if you pop into that and end up buying it, Barry. What else do we have here? Well, any other charts? I've got a couple of minutes. I've got time for two more. Two more. If anyone on the scanner, I'll tell you what. Let me. Oh, hey, Benno. We'll do those and then we're done. You're still watching A-Firm. I'm not sure what you're watching it for. Maybe you want to share that. Very nice chart. Draw the trend. Trend is up. Nice flag. Here's the 500 period moving average. That might be something of concern. I'm going to actually move my line up there. It's a buy in here with a stop. It's a buy on a breakout. It really depends on, man, I need something on my throat, don't I? Water. There we go. I see it dry. So it really depends on how you manage a chart. There's going to be traders that buy it here. Clearly, we can see that. And there's going to be traders buy the breakout. So you've got to make peace with yourself on how you're going to trade this. You and everybody else looking at it. You just have to make peace with yourself. That's all it is. Targets along the way. Probably going to move this one down here. Somewhere near in the 30 range. Worry about that one before we worry about any others. And AA. Let's see. Very different. Alert for movements about 26 y. Does that seem sensible? Let's see. AA. I put a price alert. And where? 2660. That works for me. Sure. Yeah, 2660. Takes out that candle. Yeah. And 26.90. Another one at 26.90. So you're going to add to it at 26.90. Is that the plan? Close enough. That makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world. See, what's important here is you made a plan. That is absolutely the most important thing in the world. You made a plan. And 2 thumbs up. Hats off to you, Beto. You have just taken a big step right in there. Big step. So here we are. We're just coming into a rounded bottom breakout. We're not quite a rounded bottom breakout. Targets are always going to start with the dotted deuce and the 200. From there, we can come look at price action on the left. So we might want to look right here. See the touches. We want to look at touches. Going to flag that. Thank you. Look at the touches. See the dotted deuce already has a touch in it. The 200 has a whole lot of touches in it. So I think that's some pretty good targets we can look at for this one right here. Okay. All right. That's my time. I'm going to call it a morning. We'll see everybody in about 25 minutes when the market opens up. Thank you so very, very much for being here. I appreciate it.